I'm Adefunke Adeyemi, the Secretary General of the African Civil Aviation Commission, and I'm here to give you an update on the Single African Air Transport Market, otherwise known as SAATM. Why are we sharing some information with you? Well, as the executing agency of the African Union to promote and ensure the implementation of the YD, the Yamoussoukro decision, which is the framework for the implementation of SAATM, we launched an initiative recently to accelerate that implementation after over 30 years of waiting. What are some of the indicators of progress in this area? Well, the first is how many routes are being operated. And this is so important in terms of enhancing the connectivity across the African continent, a continent where you can fit the landmass of Europe, the USA, China, and so many other countries. And it's so difficult to get across. So what is important is to ensure that we can enhance this connectivity through the development of new routes. At AFCAC, our role is to facilitate and coordinate actions from the actors in the aviation space to do this. And we have been engaging consistently across the board with all the different stakeholders. To the extent that last year, when we did an assessment, we discovered that 59 new routes are being operated in Africa, and 13 of which are Fifth Freedom routes, meaning that 13 new routes that take passengers and goods from one city to another and to another were launched in 2023, between 2022 and 2023. This is significant progress. It's not where we need to be yet, but it is movement in the right direction. And we will continue to monitor and measure this. But what else is happening? Well, the other is that we are engaging with states at civil aviation level, but also with affiliate industries like tourism, trade, and transport to ensure that we continue to promote the importance of aviation as a catalytic enabler for social development, social and economic development of countries in Africa and the African Union. And one of the other things that we're doing is ensure that we are supporting a robust regulatory framework for the SAATM. One of the examples of this is that we, through the African states, are coming up and developing a model economic regulation to support the affordability and accessibility of aviation so that more than the 10% of Africans that travel today can travel by air. The other thing is that we've established a dispute settlement mechanism where those who have any issues around the implementation of the YD can engage and lay their challenges or issues that they have at the Dispute Settlement Mechanism Secretariat. We are already setting up the Administrative Council for this Secretariat, which should be all set up by the middle of this year. So these are some of the frameworks that we're putting in place to ensure that this system functions and functions very well. In addition to this, of course, what is the development of new routes if people and their goods cannot travel seamlessly across borders? And so the visa regime is also something that's really important, and we're seeing a lot of positive movements on this issue. Last year, 2 new countries joined the SAATM, Angola and Sao Tome. And Angola showed really positive leadership and example by opening up of their visa regimes to 98 countries around the world, of which 14 are from within Africa. In addition, we have some countries on the leaderboard like Benin, Gambia, Seychelles, Rwanda, and Mauritius in terms of the visa regime for Africans. And we encourage other countries to do the same. And so we continue the work. Our outlook for 2024 will be that we continue to engage at the highest level with the African Union, which we have been doing so far, but also at the technical level to make sure that we go into the states that are part of our SAATM PIP and address any of these impediments or non-physical barriers to the implementation and acceleration of SAATM. This year already, we have started with an air show to Gambia, and we intend to continue with Gabon, Sierra Leone, Egypt, Zambia, and 1 or 2 others before the end of the year. So we're looking forward again to coordinating and collaborating with all of our stakeholders to continue the important work of the SAATM. We believe in the SAATM as an imperative to move Africa forward, and we count on your support to continue to support our efforts in this area as we engage with our states and all of our stakeholders. We also like to take this opportunity to thank all of those who are supporting us in this initiative, including the African Development Bank, the African Export-Import Bank, the World Bank, and EASA and European Union. Thank you all so much. We have other partners, of course, the FAA, the Boeing, and so many others. Thank you so much for your support as we continue to push forward with this very important initiative. And we'll be back once more next time to share the progress with you. Bye.